morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Victory Tuesday, Eagles fans. Woo, was that a game last night? Tale of two halves. First half was just god-awful. God-awful. Offensive line stunk, defensive line stunk. Hurts sacked 5 times. The Eagles having a total of 78 yards in the first half, down 17-7. Ugh. But they showed some heart. They showed that they can come back against a good team. So I don't want to hear it that these certain fans are like, oh, KC gave it away because they couldn't catch the ball. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I don't want to hear it. Eagles had their fair share of wide receivers that dropped costly passes. Don't feel sorry for them at all. And in the NFL, a win is a win is a win. We got to get better. There are things to work on. Oh, hell yeah. But I'm glad we are 9-1 and have to work on these things and not like 4-5 or 5-5 or 6-4. So I don't even know where to start. This offensive line, I'm not sure why they struggle so much. I've never seen it. And the penalties, the false starts, man, Jalen Hurts, Brian Johnson, what are these play calls? Tell me you're not calling these plays. These look like Sirianni plays from year 1 when they started the season at 2-5. Doing back-to-back bubble screens, one from the left and then one from the right, and then every fucking third down there's a quarterback draw. Is that Jalen changing the call? I don't know, but woo, man. But look, when it came down to it, Hurts made the plays on third down. He stepped up and made the play. So I don't want to hear it from some of you fans in the NFC saying, oh, they got lucky, blah, blah. I don't want to hear it. One of you teams in the NFC can't beat anybody that's 500 or better. So you need to shut your mouth. One of you teams lost 3 in a row. So I'm just saying, not going to name any names, but you know who you are. Y'all got talked so much shit. And I hear streamers and content creators always saying Eagles always got certain teams in their mouth, right? But guess what? So do their content creators. I saw 3 last night on my own timeline as soon as the game was over. CeeDee Lamb, the best wide receiver in the NFC East with 1,013 yards. And A.J. Brown with 1,008. But look, it's so dumb. That's so ridiculous, man. One's 7-3, one's 9-1. Just saying. And there's like, wait till they come to our place. Wait till they come to our place. It's excuse after excuse after excuse. What? I don't want to hear it. Y'all play us in a couple weeks. We'll settle it there. And we already beat you once. So let's see. This defense, Desai, he's got my vote for the coach of the game here. He made crucial adjustments in the second half. They ran all over the Eagles in the first half, right? Running game. Kansas City hadn't had that many rush yards all year. I don't know what Big Red saw, but he exploited something in Seattle. Listen at me. And Kansas City rushed for 121 yards in the first half. Second half, 47. It says something. Made adjustments. Bayard, Roby, the 2 key pickups. The trade deadline. Roby before the trade deadline. Bayard at the trade deadline. 1 interception in the end zone, and Roby's the one to punch the ball out from Jason Kelce. Calls that turnover at KC. Had all the momentum. Yeah, we went 3 and out after that, but they were getting ready to at least get a field goal, probably a touchdown there. So that kept it at 17-7. So, all in all, it wasn't a great victory. It was gritty. They fought hard. They didn't give up. That's what I like about this team. Even when they're down, they come back and win. Hey, by the way, all you clowns out here that say Jalen Hurts isn't a good quarterback, or Jalen Hurts shouldn't be in the MVP conversation, let me throw these stats at you real quick. Jalen Hurts, in his last 13 games, regular season games when he plays a team 500 or more, regular season, y'all, listen up, regular season, 13-0. 13-0. You guess whose record he just broke? Yup. Probably didn't know. Peyton Manning. Also, in his last 28 regular season games. Listen up. Put a Q-tip in your ear if you can't hear. 28 games. 26-2. 26-2. You're not a bum quarterback or an average quarterback with those stats. You don't see many quarterbacks this day and age with those stats. You just don't. There's a few quarterbacks. Brady, Mahomes, Manning, and Hurts. Y'all can't deny it. Some of you will deny it. Saying lucky, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, make excuses. But that's just trying to make yourself feel good, and you don't want to face the truth. And Jalen Hurts is in the MVP conversation. I don't know if he should be the leader of the MVP, but he's in the MVP conversation at 9-1, 13-0 in his last 13 regular season games against winning teams. 26-2 in regular season games in his last 28. This team just finds the way to win. They don't always win pretty, but you gotta hand it to them. Going into Arrowhead down 10 at the half, things looking bleak midway through the third quarter. I mean, it was just god-awful, ugly. Couldn't move the ball, couldn't do anything. But whatever it was, they woke up and they got the job done. And some of you all clowns out here would say the same thing if it was your team, saying a win is a win in the NFL, except for the ones that can't beat teams over 500. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Because it's all over the timeline. Some people say it's only Eagles that chirp. I don't know what they're watching because the Cowboys chirp just as much. And the Cowboys get more press than the Eagles because they're national team, America's team, right? Whatever. Don't care. And yeah, and I got the Cowboys in my mouth because they're part of the NFC, and that's who we're fighting for our division. So I will say it, and that's another reason why people talk about the Cowboys, because they are their rival, one of their rivals, and they are in the NFC East. I don't care if they don't play them for another few weeks. It's gonna happen. It's just the nature of the NFL and the Eagles and Cowboys rivalry. So that's that. But let's keep that same energy when certain content creators also have the Eagles in their mouth. I mean, as soon as after the game, you have Cowboy fans out here chirping. Oh, they barely won. They squeaked by. Lord. As soon as the game was over. So I don't want to hear this, that other content creators other than the Eagles don't run their mouth, because they do. They all do. That's what gets their clicks. That's what gets their clicks. So that's that. So moving on, we got the Buffalo Bills on Sunday at home, I think at 4:25. Second game of the gauntlet. And the disrespect already that ESPN is showing the Eagles just shows you how they do not respect the Eagles. How in the bloody hell are the Eagles only 40% chance of winning that game? Makes no sense to me. I don't know where ESPN gets their criteria. I guess it was because Buffalo won, 32-6 over the Jets, and Eagles barely squeaked by on the road. I don't know. But going into Arrowhead and squeaking a win out, I don't care how it is. That's tough. You don't just go into Arrowhead like that. I mean, Eagles were getting dominated in the trenches. Both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively in that first half, and probably like the first 6 or 7 minutes of that third quarter. So I don't want to hear it that it wasn't a good win. We got beat Miami, beat the Cowboys, and now beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Not many people have that on their resume this year. So just look at strength of schedule and strength of victory for you analytics nerds. I'm not a very analytical guy, but you try to say that the Eagles haven't played this, haven't played that, but that look at their strength of schedule, look at their strength of victory, and then go look at, I don't know, America's team. Strength of schedule, strength of victory. For you analytic nerds. Just saying. I mean, it is what it is. As some of y'all folks say, facts don't lie, right? Eyes don't lie to me that the Eagles are a good team. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care that they're barely squeaking by. They went into Arrowhead and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, by the way, the defending Super Bowl champions. And held Kelsey in check. Pacheco, what I said in my video leading up to the game yesterday, you had to stop two people that make plays. Pacheco and Kelsey. They didn't wrap up. They couldn't tackle. There was holes all over the place in the first half, and he ran through them like any good running back will do. So, with that being said, guys, we got the Sixers tonight in one of those in-season tournament games, but half of fucking Cleveland roster's not playing. But Bang Bang Niang is back, y'all. Bang Bang Niang will be playing tonight for the Cavaliers, I'm sure. Let's give him a big welcome back. Bang Bang Niang. We got the Sixers tonight, and we got the Eagles on Sunday. So, till then, till next time, take care, love one another, and as always, fuck you tropes. Deuces, y'all.